Hey guys, back again. Another little review on a recent purchase. Just want to give you a review of the DeWalt DCD778. Tell you my reasons why buying it and the price and spec. So we'll get into it. This drill I got it from Screwfix in Ireland. It was priced, it's special. It always seems to be on special offer every time you look at it. It was €199 and it comes with two 5 amp hour batteries, which is kind of the reason why I bought it. I've a couple of DeWalt items and I was using the 3 amp batteries and the 2 amp hour batteries, and I just wanted to upgrade to the 5 amp hours and get a bit of longer use out of them. So I was looking at the batteries, and the batteries were coming in. The cheapest I could kind of find was like €80 each, and I said, you know what, I seen this set and I had the two 5 amp hour batteries for 199, so I was kind of getting the drill down for 40 euros. It's kind of not their bottom of the range drill, but it's one of the cheaper drills that DeWalt does. But like, when I say it's cheap, it's actually a great spec on it. It's a brushless motor. There's 65 Newton meters out of it, which is quite good. It's have to say it's a great drill. I've used it on a couple of jobs now, and I'm liking it. I'm a bit of a DeWalt person myself. Nothing against any of the other brands. I know a lot of people are probably caught up in this whole Milwaukee DeWalt debate, but like, that doesn't bother me, you know. I had a Milwaukee drill years ago, cordless, when they were kind of only getting into the cordless things, and I think that's what actually turned me off Milwaukee. Now I'm talking back in it was literally like the 90s, when it was still, cordless stuff was kind of only coming onto the market. But I purchased the Milwaukee cordless drill on the advice of someone else, and it was basically one of the guys that actually worked in the builders providers. They were just getting them in and they were saying how great they were. But I'm not messing, guys. That tool was junk, pure junk. You'd charge it up for the day, you'd probably get about 10 minutes run time out of it. Now I know they've probably improved a lot since then from what I've seen, but it's always turned me off the brand and I never went back to it. I probably will maybe go back to it someday, but that's just my personal opinion on Milwaukee. Nothing against Milwaukee. I've seen a lot of tool reviews and they look great, and they're probably every bit as good as the DeWalt. But the reason why I've stuck with DeWalt, I've had a lot of DeWalt stuff and it's never let me down. It's never broke. I would never go, it's a piece of junk. They've kind of served me well and I've just stuck with it. I also like the Makita stuff as well. Hitachi, Hikoki now as they call it. But yeah, any of that stuff, you can't really knock it. The Bosch as well is pretty good. Milwaukee is good as well, guys. I just had a bad experience, and that was from, you know, when they were kind of only getting into the cordless market. So I'm not knocking Milwaukee. So, but I'm just doing the review on this DeWalt. And a little bit of advice as well, just for people if they're thinking like of, you know, I know there's a lot of tools on the market, but like, I would say, like, I know in the UK this kit is a lot cheaper, and guys, like, just stay away from the likes of your Black & Decker. Not that it's a cheaper brand, but they're not cheap, and for what you're getting, like, when people go into the likes of B&Q and these places and they see these offers, a Black & Decker, like, I would advise you to spend the extra few quid and go for a DeWalt or a Hitachi or a Milwaukee even, or go for the Makitas as well. Makitas make very good stuff. Stay away from, I don't want to say it, but like the Ryobi brand. Like Ryobi years ago was brilliant, but lately their battery powered stuff is cheaper. It's not as good. It's not as good as the DeWalt or Makita or Milwaukee stuff. Yeah, or Bosch even. If you're going for a Bosch, I don't know, people mightn't be aware, but there's a difference between the green Bosch and the blue Bosch. The blue is kind of more heavy grade, professional grade, and the green is kind of more the consumer market. This DeWalt kind of falls in between a pro and a semi-pro. Well, you know, for price wise, it's kind of it's really well priced for what you're getting, and for a DIYer, this is a great drill and a great option. If you can afford the extra few quid, I really recommend it. The batteries are brilliant. They have power indicators, and all the DeWalt batteries, they always last a long time. Like I had another kit. It wasn't a brushless motor. There's not much of a charge on that one, but it wasn't a brushless motor, and I had it for years. I still have it. It's still working fine. I had 2 amp hour lithium ion batteries on it, and it's brilliant, and I still have it. But as I said, I just purchased this for the batteries and that, but I'm really well impressed with this drill. Brushless motor, plenty of power in it. There's 15 different torque settings on it. Now again, guys, when I say torque settings, a lot of people, you know, maybe DIYers and stuff like that, they mightn't be familiar with tools. Like I'm familiar with tools. I've been using them for years now, and you get to know the features and everything. A lot of people look at these settings and they think, oh, that's a speed setting, or what is it? Basically what these settings are with the numbers is they're your torque settings. And when I say torque settings, it's basically how much drive you're going to get on the screw. Like if, see the way I can hold that back now? That's the clutch spinning basically. It allows you to drive a screw in to a certain depth or a certain torque value. That's basically it. So the further you go up, it gets more powerful. Basically, you could run, if you go all the way to drill, it'll just run that screw straight through a piece of timber. And I'll give you a bit of a demo on that now in a second. But yeah, as I said, 15 torque settings on it. You've got your drill action and then your hammer action. And the hammer action, guys, I wouldn't advise drilling masonry with any cordless drill. You can do it, but you know, if you want to be drilling, if you're going to be drilling a lot of stuff, just get a good masonry drill. Don't use the cordless for that. Then on the top we have our different speed settings. So you have a low speed and then your high speed. So 2 different speeds, 15 different torque values, a drill action and your hammer action. Yeah, you can't ask for any more than that out of a cordless. Also as well, what's nice with this one is it has a metal chuck. The last one I had a plastic chuck. It was very high quality plastic, so it never gave me any issues, but it's nice. It's just nice to have a metal chuck. It doesn't make any difference, guys. Let's be honest. If it works, it works. It feels nicer to have something more solid. So I'll get this out of the way and give you a little quick demo on it. Yeah, I think price-wise for this drill, really happy with it, especially with the batteries you're getting. It's a great kit, and if you do see it on Screwfix or not Halfords, in B&Q or any of those places, really advise pick one up, guys. Don't let the price of it put you off. It's a great drill, very high quality. Like, they used to do these sets. The The last one I had, I think I only paid €99 for it with the 2 amp hour batteries. It was in B&Q I got it, and it was great. That was a great drill. I've had it for years and can't knock it. For the price, when I seen it, I said they must have made a mistake with that. DeWalt 2 batteries, €99. You couldn't go wrong. But yeah, guys, I'll just show you a bit. I'll show you what I mean by the torque settings on it. So we'll go back to 1, and I'll put a screw in on the number 1 torque setting for you. So I'll just start it off. I'll focus in on that a bit better. So here we go. So there you go. That's the clutch kicking in. It won't let me drive it much more than that. So that's on the number 1. So if I increase that down to, say, we'll go to number 9. We'll run that in. Now number 9, it's still a little bit proud on the top. So we'll bump it up. We'll go on lucky number 13. And that's a bit much. So I'll back that off and I'll set it to 11. 11 might even be too much. We'll start again. Woohoo! Yeah, so 11. $11 feels good. So once you've, say if you were drilling a deck or whatever, like you'd set your torque at 11. Making a liar of me now. I'll go back to 9. Yeah, 9 is nice. Just nice and just slightly under flush. But if you were doing a decking or something like that, once you have that set, that's it. You kind of know once you hear that noise, that's nice and flush now. It's not going to go through your timber or eat in like the way you see them when it was on 13 and the other ones when they were too light, it wasn't going in far enough. But number 9 for that timber and that size screw does the job. Like you can see the power in that, guys. Like you don't want anything more than that. Like especially for the DIYer. It's a great tool, great power. Really happy with it. It's highly recommended. That'll drive any screws in for you. Really, I'll give you another demo on it. I'll throw a few more bits of timber in there. Sorry, you keep knocking this camera. So they're about 40 mil, those screws. So I think this is a 100 mil screw or thereabouts. Nice big long screw. I'll show you this now. Let's get this camera better. So there you go, guys. That's a big. You wouldn't really be using anything bigger than that. And that's the 9 torque on that. So we'll just bump it up a bit. Probably a bit more. Go back to 13. That's perfect. But there you go, guys. Look. Like, if you're driving bigger screws than that, you need a bigger drill. But for everyday jobs, like, you're not going to want any more than that. That'll last you years, that drill. The last one I had lasted me years. It's a DeWalt brand, you're not really going to get any better than that for the price. Yeah, people will say maybe a Makita or whatever could be better, but I'm talking about price wise and what you're getting in the kit. That has everything you need, does everything that you'd want it to do, in my opinion anyway. Highly recommended. So yeah, screw fix on that one, €199 for anyone in Ireland. Great, not great value, but it is good value for what you're getting. Compared to the likes of your Ryobis and your little brands, like, what do they call their little brands? The Parkside and the Aldi brand. You probably get 2 little ones, or maybe 3 for the price of this, but you know, if you're after something a little bit higher quality with a better battery, the DeWalt, really, you can't beat it. I know it is a good bit dearer than the Parkside stuff. Like, I am not knocking anything Parkside. Parkside, again, will probably do you if you're a light DIY user. But like, for an apprentice or anyone starting out, anyone doing heavy maintenance on their house or whatever, anyone that does a good bit of work, this is the one to go for, guys. So again, it's the DeWalt DC778 with the 5 amp hour batteries. And actually they sell it as well with 2 4 amp hour batteries, and I think they have it priced at like €280. So why you would go for that over this is beyond me, but that's the way they price them. So that's it, guys. Highly recommended. Thumbs up on that one, and stay tuned for a couple more reviews coming soon.